to one another. What does that do for the end consumer? That allows you to have access to multiple wholesale feeds. Instead of having 13, 14, you have over 30 wholesale feeds that you have access to, and two companies that are vying and fighting for your business. And that's a good thing. Competition is always healthy. We found that out in 2025. And because of competition, we made a lot of enhancements. Because we set personal goals in 2025, we accomplished a lot of things. So adding the second travel site is a huge benefit to you as the consumer. There's two ways to look at it as a consumer. The other way to look at it, which I think is more important, it's with your business hat. So put on your entrepreneur mindset and think about what that does for you when it comes to your customers' experience, being able to access two sites to find the best possible rate. We also added, some of you may not know, we added a low price guarantee to both travel sites. So what that means is if you find it cheaper publicly after you book, send that information in, and if it's exactly the same hotel room, same refundable process, apples to apples comparison, if it's lower, we will refund you the difference and pay you 10%. We give it to you in loyalty points or travel credits. So that's how you win with that. So we're always guaranteeing that we're going to be the lowest when it comes to travel sites. In fact, our rates are better than travel agent rates. And I know this because I've been a travel agent. I know this because I've talked to many, many travel agents. For those of you who don't know, we actually hired a new world tour management or manager to management our world tour system platform. We were lucky enough to find somebody that was a veteran in the travel MLM space that had worked for another MLM company that did over almost $1 billion in revenue. And she is now working for us. Her name is Lynn Holcomb, and she's managing that department. We've expanded our world tour team. Uh, let's see, we added five more people to our world tour team. That their whole job is to book world tours and administrate world tours. So that is on top of what we already had in that department. So we really ramped that up. We continue to grow in that division of our business. We're doing millions and millions and millions of dollars in gross revenue, in bookings in the World Tour part of our company, which is the backbone, the platinum piece of our business. In fact, there is no company on the planet that has anything that comes close to allowing you to go on vacations like our World Tour platform. It doesn't exist, guys. Some MLM companies, they let you use 100, 200, 300 travel points, and it's only good on one person. Like world tours. Can you imagine doing a world tour and it's only for one person? It's like, what do I do with the other person? The bed's a king bed. My spouse can't go, or I got to pay full price for my spouse. By the time you do that, there's no value in travel points. No, our world tours are for two people, and we let you use as much as 1,800 travel points when traveling on a world tour. So it's phenomenal value. This year in the world tour arena, we're going to do more. I've been touting 150 world tours. I counted the other day. I think it's going to be closer to 170 world tours in 2026. So that's exciting news. Well, different types of experiences all over the world in every continent, whether it's a beach destination, whether it's a desert destination, mountain destination, historical city, hip, vibe, fun city, you name it. I mean, everything is there when it comes to different types of experiences, which again, if you put on your business mindset, that you should get excited because that means that we're going to appeal to more people across the world, allowing you the opportunity to attract more people into your business. And this call tonight is a business call. This is not a call to talk about how great our travel is. This call is to talk about you as a business partner partnering with us and having the ability to go out and build a sales team that creates residual based income. Anytime somebody tells you the word residual, you should get excited because that's the ability to make money, not trading dollars for hours. And when you think about money, all it is an increment of time. There are people that work days or hours, days, and weeks and months, whether it's hourly wage, weekly wage, salaries, and they trade their time away to do what? To make money. Well, if you had all the money you needed, you'd have control of time. So at the end of the day, what is money? It's an increment of time. If you had the money, you wouldn't waste it at a job you didn't like, with people you don't care about. You'd be doing stuff you like with people who you love. And that's what residual income has the opportunity to do. But to be able to do that, you have to sacrifice and do the work to get it done. And so our call tonight, our Zoom is kind of tailored around that. But let me get through some of the things that we did. Record number of world tours on participants. I'll spend more time talking about that on another slide. New product coming. I'm not sure if I'm going to talk about that tonight, but we've got another platform coming called Travorium Escapes. That's all I'll tell you about that tonight. It's going to be reserved for people with a platinum membership, another way for them to travel and see the world. We are excited about that. So, record number of story submissions. Go to the story page, look at the thousands of people that have submitted stories on that page and testimonies about how great of an experience they had when they used either one on a getaway or a world tour. And I want to encourage you, if you haven't done that, we still have marketing dollars left where you can earn $25 just for submitting your video. Read the instructions, follow the steps, submit your video, put your put your experience to proof on our website. That's a great place to do it. Your downline will see it, your future downline will see it, and it makes sense to do it. Okay. Once a month, we pick a winner, and that winner earns $500 um, of and for the top winner. So you want to definitely do that. Um, we launched our new website, and I've gotten a lot of good feedback on our brand new website that we've launched. We're excited about that, guys. We're getting ready to hire a brand marketing team on social media. I can't wait to implement this and the tools that we're going to put behind that for you to be able to grab, copy, pick, and take different slicks and videos to go market out on social media, all done for you on social media. So that's coming. That's going to be coming here at the end of the first quarter of 2025. We have a brand new marketing video that's getting ready to come out. It's 11 minutes long. It does a full presentation on the business opportunity. Guys, the business opportunity, full presentation in 11 minutes. And after you show that to somebody, you might want to draw, because it does a comp plan in it as well. But you might want to draw a few circles, maybe show them your experience on where you've traveled, and then ask for their credit card. And you can do that all within 11 minutes, maybe 7 to 8 minutes of talking, and 20 minutes later, let's get your credit card out, let's get you started. And that's the goal, right? Is to create sales, right? We added in 2025, we added the ability, to move a place partner within the first 7 days, barring that they don't have anybody below them. That's something new that we put in place. New coded bonuses, 2 to 5 star ambassadors. You might think, well, I'm not a 2 star ambassador or a 5 star ambassador, but I could tell you that for Larissa and Igor and Todd and Gina Strand, both 5 star ambassadors, closing in or making more than $1 million a year is a better way to say it. That one pay raise earned them an additional $250,000 a year. And you might think about that and go, well, that's not me. Yeah, maybe not today, but we're talking about where you're going to be at in the next 2 to 5 years. And anything is possible if your mindset is correct and you take actions on your goals. We just added the 1 star ambassador luxury home program, you guys, a 1 star luxury ambassador home program. And I'm excited about this. So it's the penthouse in the sky in Las Vegas. We've already had a few 1 star ambassadors come experience it. The reviews have been incredible. We're getting ready to do something very special with that. We're going to be actually having a world tour wrapped around your 1 star and above ambassadors stay at the penthouse coming here in 2026, where they're going to be able to have you guys over to the penthouse and then also do a training from a 1 star ambassador hire at the event. I know that that's going to be a massive hit and a great experience for those of you that take advantage of that. So if you're not a 1 star ambassador, you can still experience by hanging out with your 1 star ambassador. And how cool is that? Think about being able to hang out with a 1 star ambassador, somebody that's making $150,000 to $200,000 a year, and learning from them personally on how to be successful in the business. I mean, it's one thing to be an ambassador, But to be a one-star ambassador, you've got double the size of the business. You've really got some leadership going in your team, and you've created massive duplication. So, I want that for most of you. I want you guys to give you the ability to hang out with the people that are successful because I know that if you emulate what successful people do, you can have what they have. But you have to be around those people. It's often said that the people that you hang around most is equal or to your income level or below. So if you can elevate your sphere of influence and learn and have the mindset of what successful people do and how they think, then that allows you the opportunity to change the way that you think and move towards a business like them. So that's what we want to do. That's the great thing about network marketing is that in corporate America, nobody's giving you a hand. They're not reaching down and picking you up. You can't reach up and grab onto their leg and run up with them in corporate America. But here, network marketing and Travorium, we definitely make that available to those people that aspire to be the higher ranks in the company. So that's powerful. So luxury home program. And we also, Adele and I decided to take our mountain home, which I mean, I would take the mountain home over the penthouse in the sky, but that's just me and Adela. We like the country, we like the mountains, but we have a beautiful mountain home. It's in the middle of renovations. It should be done at sometime in the end of March for one-star ambassadors and above to use. It's a four-story built property that overlooks a beautiful Big Bear Lake. Sleeps up to 12 people. It's absolutely beautiful. Has a gym. It's going to have a full-time gym in there, electric bikes. Oh my gosh. I can't wait till we do a video on it and allow that. We're going to give that home to the company and let the people in our company, the leaders in our company take advantage of that. And that's, you know what? It's creating a pull for all of you to want to get to that level, to be able to go stay and have that type of an experience in a beautiful home and knowing that you earned it because you achieved those levels. So our home program will start to take shape the end of this year and into next year as we plan on adding homes all over the world for our one-star ambassadors. So that's good news. Record number of directors at every single rank in our company this year has been a record number of rank advancements at every single level. Now, remember what I said that maybe I might have said it at the beginning, but you could always see how a company is by where they're going, I should say, by looking at the history of the company. I've given you guys a lot of history of a lot of momentum, of a lot of success, very early here. Um, but I want to talk now about the growth. So in 2024 versus in gross revenue versus 2025 gross revenue, our company, it actually was a little bit more as like 58.3% at our growth in the company. So we grew in gross revenue by more than 58.3%. And that's very big. That's a massive growth curve for the size of our company because we're not a little company anymore in network marketing. So by the numbers, more than 10,000 trips with travel points were taken. More than 10,000 trips with travel points were taken. About 40,000 people, I can tell you, went on either a getaway or on a world tour in 2025. That number will double or maybe triple here in 2026. So what does that mean for you? More testimonies, more people experiencing, more social media exposure, which allows your personal business to grow as this continues to get into the marketplace across all platforms around the world, as we're doing business in more than 60 countries around the world. We booked more than 65,000 travel reservations as a company. That is a massive company. There's a lot of MLM companies. They talk like they're a travel company, but they don't have these kind of stats like we have. You got to understand that we're a company where people access our services. Why? Because they're phenomenal. Our rates are phenomenal. Our experience are incredible. People are using the product. And when you have a company where people use the product, it creates a stickiness to the membership platform. And that's good. More than 33,000 partners joined in 2025. More than 33,000 partners joined in 2025. We talked about record rank advancements. So far, our company's paid out $72 million in commissions on time, all the time. Guys, that is a big stat, and it's only going to continue to grow. Projected sales in 2026 and gross revenue will be around $100 million as a company, and we're doing it debt-free. We actually we're in the process of purchasing a new corporate office. We paid cash for a corporate building that we're excited to move in because we ran out of room at our current office. We have offices in Kazakhstan. We have an office in Madrid, Spain, a satellite office there. We got a full staff in Kazakhstan. Our company is now offering customer service 20 hours a day, 5 days a week. So you can always get travel desk and customer service on the travel side 24/7 by email. But customer service in terms of the business side, we offer it 5 days a week, 20 hours a day. And before the end of 2026, it'll be a 24/7, excuse me, 24 hours a day, 5 days a week customer support when on the business side. So we're excited. We got lots of growth, lots of things happening. And I think it's important to always look at the history of the company when you talk about improvements of the company. So we added a second getaway platform. We added a second travel site platform. We added more world tours to the platform. We added a full year of ambassadors doing trainings. We added, the homes for the one-star ambassadors and above. We added more money to the compensation plan. I paid out more than $500,000 in commissions on all the bonuses in 2025. Guys, when you think about all the things that we have done as a company in 25 to improve our status and where we're at, you have to understand we're a company that's always going to innovate. I say it all the time. When every year I do this corporate update call, and some people get it, some people just don't get it. The ambassadors and the people that have been here a long time, they look at the progression of the company. And I'm telling you, a year from today, we have things on the table and that are going to be put in place that'll even enhance what you currently have, which only further strengthens your argument, your ability, your position to go out and build a residual daily check here at Travorium. And that's what it's about. It's about the ability to go out and create a business where you have control of time and freedom. And you can only do that when you have a product that has stickiness to it. Can you imagine us trying to sell world tour world tours where you can only apply 1 to 300 points? Think about that. And it only applies for one person. We're not that company. Our company, 1,800 points, right? Two people go on a vacation. Guys, it's a phenomenal trip and it's only going to get better business and it's only going to get better. All right, so let's talk about World Tours. We just launched World Tours release of the July World Tour release. We added 14 World Tours more coming. I think there's four more contracts that are close to being completed and finished. A lot of those are actually in Europe. I know one of them is in China, Beijing. It's in Beijing, China. We got world tours coming to Beijing, China. Lots of people are already booking the brand new world tour to Japan. We're excited about that. That is a phenomenal world tour, by the way, the one in Japan. It's a two different city world tour, both a JW Marriott five-star world-class hotel for 4 nights and 2 nights at the Westin five-star world-class hotel in Tokyo, Japan, for a total of 6 nights, 7 days. So, hey, if Japan is on your bucket list, you know what? Go make it happen. We will be there year after year after year with the response that we've had in the country of Japan and Tokyo and in the other city that you get to go to. So, guys, that's really good. Um, I don't think I can say enough about the 11-minute video. I've watched it. Our team did a phenomenal job. Um, Actually, I got to give props to Troy Ritchie. We're almost done. I think there's some tweaks on some final edits and then we're going to launch it on the website. It'll be a tool for you to use. You can use them and do home presentations, meetings, your Zoom webinars, and then get on and answer people's questions and close the deal. Ask them for the credit card and let's get you signed up. And so I'm excited about that. It's definitely going to help people build their business. Real quick, I want to just talk about setting action goals. It's so key to set action goals in 2025, or excuse me, in 2026. What are your action goals? What are you doing? I know that some teams are having challenges, and I think that's phenomenal because what they're doing is saying, hey, this is the activity that you got to do to be successful. I'm going to turn it into a challenge and a goal that you want to achieve. Because the leaders know that if people do that activity, they're going to rank advance, they're going to build their business. For most people, they just dream. So if you set action goals on a weekly basis, your dream will follow. If you set no action goals, then you're just daydreaming. If you're daydreaming, you're not going to get anything done, right? I've always told, or I've always said, and every time I've built downlines, and I built four huge downlines before I started in the MLM space as an owner. I built big sales teams. It was always my goal to present the business to 10 people a week. That was my goal. I wanted to sit the business. If I wanted to make full-time income, if I wanted to become an ambassador, and these are not for part-timers. Somebody that wants to go full-time, somebody that wants ambassador lifestyle and ambassador income, and they're willing to sacrifice 10 presentations a week. Zoom presentations, use the new video, but part of that presentation is asking for the sale. Asking somebody, are you ready to get started? Let's get you going in business. That's part of doing your presentations. It's real simple to me when you think about building a downline in the MLM space here at Travorium. You got to do two things. Number one, you got to show the business to people. You have to share the business. You have to engage in conversation with people. Number two, you got to help your people do the same. If your activity gets low from helping people share the business, then go back to step number one, which is that you share the business. So there's two steps that you got to do to make it real simple. Number one, share the business with people. That's your job here at Travorium, and it could pay you for a lifetime if you do it correctly. Number two, you help people share the business on your team at with Travorium. You help your teammates share the business. If you do those two things, those are the two things that creates results. All the other stuff is just crafting and honing in your skill set, your ability to communicate with people, your ability to fight off negative thoughts in your brain, your ability to understand the way our compensation plan works, your ability to deal with adverse challenges, your training your mind, training yourself to understand and be a better person when it comes to staying on schedule with your calendar. If you say you're going to show the business 10 times a week, then you put a calendar together to do that. If you say you're going to be on a Zoom, then you're on the Zoom. You don't make excuses. You don't say you're tired. Whatever happened, life goes on. You don't let that become the pattern that gets in the way for you achieving your dreams. Instead, you go out and do the activity steps. You create the discipline in place that allows you to do what you need to do. And so 2026 could be a phenomenal year for you if you set action goals and focus on the action goals that builds a business. There's only two of them. Everything else just trains those two things that you have to do. You read books. Why do you do that? Because it hones your ability to deal with adverse problems. You listen to other leaders explain the business. Why do you do that? Because they're going to tell you and give you words and examples and mindset that you can translate into your personality, into your communication skill set to help share the business with people. But there's two things, all those things that you do, reading, podcasts, trainings, going to events, social proof by experiencing our product builds good belief for you and all the people that you're watching. All the things that you got to do. By the way, are you marketing on your social media website or your social media pages? I mean, if you're a one-star ambassador, when's the last time you put a post on Travorium? If you're an ambassador, when's the last time you did a post on Travorium? If you're a two-star director, are you posting on Travorium? There are people watching you, and you know what? They want to make sure that, hey, you're locked into what you're doing, and maybe 2026 is the year you're in contact with them, and they might go, Oh yeah, I see that you're doing lots of great things. We need to definitely talk. So you definitely want to do that, okay? Um, so action steps. I get a little fired up and start talking about these. So all these things that you're doing, right? They're honing the skills of talking to people about Travorium. They're honing the skills about how you talk to people about Travorium, like your tonality, your attitude, your conversation, your conviction level, right? People, I believe when you're talking to people about network marketing, about Travorium, they follow you because of your conviction level. You don't have to say the business perfectly. You may not be Todd Strands or Daryl Maria Roberts on how you explain the business to people, but if they can feel your conviction that you know that you know that you believe in what you believe, that is enough to get people to follow you and get in business with you. That is a skilled train trait that you have to learn. You have to you have to improve that muscle. And how do you do it? You do it getting around people that are where you want to be and you listen to the way that they say it. You ever talk to Harlan Hall about Travorium and about the way he talks about our membership and the comp plan? There isn't nobody that can move that guy when it comes to his belief in this company. And that's the kind of belief that you got to have. You talk to a Deborah Taylor, I promise you, Deborah Taylor cannot be moved. She's like, I'm unrecruitable. People don't call me and try to recruit me because they know. You think Todd Strand? You think people call Todd Strand up and go, "Hey, I want to show you a new business opportunity"? They don't even do it because they know that he's going to laugh. He's like, "What are you talking about? I'm in the greatest thing there ever is. I'm in a company that all my dreams are becoming reality. I'm impacting millions. I'm going to impact millions of people one day. I may leave the planet, but what I do today is going to echo in time for eternity." You know, some of my mentors in the network marketing industry that trained me, that I followed, that I learned to be successful in this industry, they're not even alive today. But I still remember how they talk about this business. I remember how Ron Prier talks about his humble leadership as he went on for 20 plus years to make millions of dollars every single year for decades. And that was his business is still, it's 4 decades in. He's still making millions of dollars. He passed away years ago. One of my mentors in the industry. And he did it from a position of being humble and a teacher and being real with people. We all have different mentors. You can become a mentor to somebody through your action steps, but you have to start today. It's important that you make 2026 your time, but it doesn't happen unless you do the work. It doesn't happen unless you sacrifice, that you put Travorium on the calendar. You're going to have to do that if you want to create results. You know, we're talking about professional income here at Travorium. A lot of people look at the MLM space, unfortunately, as a lottery. Who's given people below me? You know, did I get spillover? You know, that's called weak thinking. You want to be a strong business person, then you need to analyze the business you're in, if it makes sense and it can move in the marketplace. And I've proven to you all night long in the presentations and the stats that I've given that this company is moving in the marketplace. Is there people for you to be able to follow, to learn how to be successful, latch onto those people, learn what they learn, do what they do, and you will have what they have. It's very simple to me when you look at our business model. Why does it get so confusing for some people? Don't get caught up in that. You know, if it's up to me, it's because of me. You got two legs to go build. You got to find a leader on the left and a leader on the right. There are people in our company today that are one-star directors, or they haven't sponsored anybody yet. They're gonna this year are gonna come out and be some of the biggest people and biggest businesses in our company. And I'm just wondering on this call, who is that? Because I know you're on this call. I know that you're here. You know, your past does not equal your future. Your past does not equal your future. At any time, you can make a decision and say, today's the day I'm going to move forward every single day and achieve my goals. Every single day. Guys, we have We have everything put in place before you. We pre-bought millions and millions of dollars of inventory for 2026. Do you know how rare that is in the MLM space alone? Do you know how rare it is in the travel space to go pre-buy that kind of inventory? What that says is that we're a company of stability. We're a company that invests in the future. We're a company that's long thinking in terms of our vision. This company will be here decades to come. You'll have an opportunity today to go out and create a daily residual pay that'll pay you decades to come. Come join us. Come make it happen. It's you versus you. What are you going to do? It's nobody else but you versus you. Internally, if you make that decision to go for it, you'll make it happen. And I hope that all of you remember this call early January in December of 2026 and look back and say, I wrote down my goals, I made a decision, and I'm at where I'm at today because of the activity that I put in place over the last 12 months. I hope many of you say that in December of 2026 because we're going to be here in December of 2026. Many of our leaders will have advanced and moved on. How about you? How about you make it happen? With that, Todd Strand, Mike Oliver, Joshua Hart, I'm going to give the call back to you guys and let you finish up tonight.
Great job,
Da-
Mr. Hart. Great
yeah,
job.
yeah, David, absolutely amazing. With the you versus you, what are you gonna do? I mean, guys, write down your goals, make a decision, take the activity. David gave you all kinds of just roadmaps tonight. You know, only two actions that you need to take. If you want to go full time, 10 presentations per week. Ask for the sale, guys. Just going out there and doing the activity. Shared the numbers tonight, right? 58% growth, unbelievable. More than 10,000 trips with travel points, more than 65,000 reservations, more than 33,000 partners join. A record number in rank advancements, 72 million in commissions paid. Guys, the company's going to do 100 million this year in sales, and there's a good chance the company this time next year will be saying we paid over $100 million in commissions to
Oh,
families
A
incredible.
just
hundred
like yours.
million
A
dollars.
100 million. Josh, I told David, I go, man, we hit that number. We got to go out and celebrate. That's just one of those, milestone numbers of
Mhm.
impact that you're having on countless families all over the world. But hey, guys, I want to get out of the way because we have our director of operations. We got Mikey O. We call him the godfather of our company. Mikey was there the very moment our CEO and founder decided to start this company. Mikey O was there the very first presentation that our CEO and founder was ever involved with in the direct selling industry, right? Mike's like a dad to all of us. He's got the greatest demeanor, greatest personality, always got a smile, always positive. And then we got Josh, the director of operations, does so many incredible things. By the way, including getting all of you paid every single Friday. And if you're not crushing the heart on that, right? I mean, the guy who pays you every single Friday on time, every time. But guys, the most important thing we do is not just all the incredible accolades that we shared, but in all those accolades, all those numbers, they're incredible numbers, but they're a reflection of all of you that are going out there doing the correct activities, the correct action steps that are rank advancing. So as you hear these rank advancements tonight, these guys are the building blocks. They're the building stones upon which this company is being built, and we want to honor every single one of you. So Josh and Mike, take it away. Happy New
Thank,
Year.
Hey,
thank you,
Happy New
Todd. Happy New
Year.
Year to you. Happy New Year to all of our partners. We wish you a happy, healthy, and prosperous 2026. And man, after that message by Mr. Hart, we are going to see some growth in January. I know that, Josh. So
Oh
I'm
yeah. I
excited.
mean, I've known about the exciting things that we've been doing in this company, and just his testimony and his speech got me fired up like I was
Yeah.
hearing it for the first time. And it's the new year. We set a lot of goals. You set individual goals, get closer to God and lose weight and want to make money, want to travel, want to do some incredible things. And you have success. And not most people, they try and do it for a few weeks, few months, and they kind of give up. And then in business, we set goals, and we continue to reach those milestones. And we continue to reach those milestones. So we set new ones, and it was an amazing 2025. And before we get started with all the rake advancements, it's been a true blessing to be a part of this company and watch the growth and everything that's happened. $72 million paid out in commissions. That's a pretty incredible number. That's a lot of lives, a lot of people who's been touched by Travorium. There's a lot of people who are now doing Travorium full time. There's people who are still doing it part time because they have a second stream of income. Maybe they retired their spouse, or they can go to bed a little bit quieter because they have extra money in their bank accounts due to a little income, a little business that allows them to travel. So congratulations. This is a year of this is a kind of webinar of reflection and projection, and kudos to every one of you who stepped forward in the year of 2025, had some goals for your business. And you know what? We have a great compensation plan. We have an incredible product for you and for your families. And if you continue to stay the path, we have the product for you. We have the compensation for you to be incredibly successful in 2026. So
Absolutely.
this is the month of December. I just want to say, you guys see a giant number on the screen. This isn't this isn't like 2 months or 3 months. This is the month of December when most people decide to slow down with their business because they want to focus on their family a little bit more, or they're like, you know what, I've worked hard all year. And that go back to